Last week, I showed you how to create your theme for inductive coding, a step-by-step approach on how to generate your theme. That is, the first thing you have to do is to familiarize yourself with the data. Then secondly, you will have to create your code. Thereafter, you categorize your code, then you generate your theme. Those are the 4 major steps I explained in the previous class. So if you are yet to watch it, go ahead and watch the video. In this video, I am going to take the same data set that we used last week, and I will show you how to analyze it using NVivo 15. NVivo has different versions. From 11, we have 12, we have 10. You're writing your master's thesis, PhD dissertation, or working on qualitative research projects. This video will save you hours of confusion. Welcome back. My name is Akintewe Yewande, a qualitative data analyst expert. On this channel, I give you clarity on how to scale in your qualitative analysis research. Maybe you are a PhD student, a master student, or an NGO or researchers. This channel is your go-to channel. In today's tutorial, I will show you how to import your data on NVivo 15, show you around the interface of NVivo 15, and I will also show you how to generate or how to curate your themes on NVivo 15. Thereafter, I will also show you how to analyze your data step by step. We don't need to get familiar with our data again because we already understand the context. We have interpreted our data already, so we just want to analyze it using NVivo 15. Without further ado, let's get started. Here is the interface of NVivo. Immediately you open it, we have the section for recent projects. These are the projects I've been able to do so far. Then this place gives us the option to import NVivo file. Maybe you are working with NVivo 12 and NVivo 12 is not working properly from your end. You know, say, okay, let me use NVivo 15. You get my point? You can import it from here. Then let's start. New project. Just click on it. Then your research title. Your research topic. Your research topic will be here. So here is our research topic. Since we already have it in place, we don't need to start typing to avoid mistakes. One thing I always tell my students is that they should learn how to work smartly. Qualitative analysis can be so draining and stressful, but if you know how to work smartly, it will be easy for you to analyze your data as soon as possible. So I'll copy my objective now, then paste it where they wrote description. The reason why I love to put my objective here so that I can easily have the goal of my research at hand. In case I see some themes, some quotations that is related. Do you understand? So at times, if there is still enough space and your research questions are not much, then you can just put in your research question. But most cases, I don't usually use it. So next. Then this interface, I will ask you not to put it in auto-save because at times, NVivo will not save your work. NVivo might not save your work. So it's always advisable to put it in reminder or display every 15 minutes. That is better. So you click on create project. Okay. Yes, okay. Sorry for that. It's because, yeah, sorry for that. So what I used to advise my students is that make sure you create a folder for your research. In that folder, you have your topic, you have your objective, you have your documents, you have everything that has to do with your data will be your research will be in that folder, so that you won't start looking for stops up and down. So the first thing is import your data, as I said earlier, organize it, explore, centralize. So you can take a tour, start a tour. You have import. This is where you're going to bring in your data. Then we have curate. This is where you have to create your themes or code, whichever way. Next, this is where if you are working on case study or you want to classify your codes or categorize it, this is where you can do that. Then minutes or notes. Now this place is very important. It will really help you in your detailed reports. Probably as you are writing or coding your data, an idea came into your head. You can easily write it in your memo and tag it to that code. You get my point now? Okay. So this is query. This one is like additional information to really get facts or insight from your data. It all depends on what you are working on. In this session, that's where you see sentiment analysis, where you can check for positive responses, negative responses, or neutral responses. So there are a lot of queries, and maybe you're working on content analysis now. This particular session is where you will really know how to get your frequency table. So it's very good. So we have visualization. This is where you show your visualization, bar chart, mind mapping, word cloud, and the likes. So let's get started. So the first thing we do is to import our data. You can right click here and import file. You can also come here, this place, and come to file and import. So if your own case is survey in Excel format, you can also import it here using survey. Do you get it now? So let's click file. Then here is our data. That is the data we created the code last week. Is our data here. Then you open it. Yes. You say okay, import. Okay, you just click on OK. So our data is there. It's showing 0 code, 0 references, because we have not started our analysis at all. So let's continue. So the next thing now is to generate our theme or create our theme. So this is the session. You can see the sentiment I was talking about, relationship type and all that. So you can right click here, then new code, or you come here and come to create and just click on code. So as I said earlier, you have to start working smartly. So we are going to import, copy and paste the theme we created in our previous video. And the first thing is inadequate awareness as barriers. Just go back to your NVivo. Working smart. Working smartly is the goal. Then you can give it a color if your research is color coding. Do you understand? If it's not color coding, you might not give it any color. See, can you see the color now? It makes it look beautiful. At the end of the analysis, you always see how beautiful, colorful the whole thing will look like. Then go back to your theme again. The social and cultural stigma of students seeking mental health support. Copy it. Come back to your NVivo. You can right click on this interface, then paste. You can see that it's making our work to be fast because we have learned to work smartly. Good. So now you go back to your file, then these are our data set, double click on it. Alright. So we have our data already. So I've always advised, it is our file interface that is beside it on the left side while the data display. So I've always advised you to come to your code, click on it so that your theme will be displaying here. So as we are assigning the relevant label, it will reflect. Do you understand? It will reflect, it will be reflecting. You'll be seeing your work progress here because there are some instances that NVivo might not add up what you have coded. So to be on the safer side, I always advise my students or any of my clients that I'm trying to guide on this process, please make sure that your code section is the one displaying while you're on your left side, while on your right side is your data that you want to code, because NVivo does not have anything to specify that this is the level at which you are or you stop coding. Do you understand? You can only know you can only know through seeing it on the dashboard here. So let's do something. You can just adjust this to not disturb us. Yeah. So we are familiar with our data already. To save our time, as I've said earlier, I don't want this video to be too lengthy. So let's start with this. Are you aware of any mental health support service in your university? I have heard there is a counseling unit somewhere near the administrative building, but I don't really know how it works. They don't really advertise much. So this particular statement, just highlight it. So at this point now that we have created our thing, we don't need our research question, objective, or topic, because we have created our themes already. So here now we are working directly with our theme. So this statement now, you come to select code selection. Then this statement that this lady is talking about is related to this. Inadequate awareness as barrier. Just code it. You can see that the number has changed. Okay. So yes. So the next question, the interviewer. So would you say awareness is limited? Yes, very limited. If you don't actively search for it, you might not even know it exists. So she's still talking about awareness there, or barriers. So let's continue. What do you think about mental health services available? Honestly, I'm not sure how effective they are. Some of my friends said appointment take weeks before. So what do you think about the mental health service available? Honestly, I'm not sure how effective they are. Some of my friends said appointment take weeks before you see someone, and when students are already overwhelmed, waiting weeks, they don't help. So like this place now, she's trying to express herself about what she felt. Do you understand? About mental health support. So in this category now, you are going to code it under social. Yeah, it's not every statement you code. You only code the ones that are really relevant. Social and cultural stigma, because she was relying on what her friends has told her. Do you get it now? Do you ever consider seeking mental health support? Yes, during my third year, when I was struggling academically and emotionally, but I did not go. Should I say yes? Fear of unknown. That is as a result of stigma too. Code selection. So what stopped you? I felt embarrassed. I don't want people to think I was weak. I asked. I wasn't sure if the information would remain confidential. So inadequate awareness. Can you see now? Because there's not enough publicity. People did not really know how their system works. So do family or cultural belief influence your decisions? So definitely. In my family, we don't talk about mental health. If you are sad, they will just tell you to pray and be strong. Therapy is seen as something for serious problem for rich people. So what she has said here is cultural, and can you see that the number of our themes is increasing, right? It kept on increasing as we are analyzing it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's here. God. So that is how you analyze your non-numerical data. If you can get the first stage right, that is your coding, your categorization, your theme creation, if you can get that right, it will be very easy for you to run through your analysis within a twinkling of an eye. If I continue, just that I don't want this video to be too lengthy. If I continue now, before you know it, we are done within a twinkling of an eye. Do you get my point now? If you are watching this video and you feel overwhelmed, especially if you are currently working on your thesis or dissertation, you don't have to struggle alone. You can book a one-on-one strategic consultation with me. What you need to do is to like it, share it with other researchers, and comment below if this really have value to you. So thank you for watching. I want to see your comments. I want to hear from you, and I'm going to respond in the comment section. Any difficulty that you want me to create my video on in the next class, kindly drop it in the comment section. I love you all.